Every single day starts with the exact same choice. It's this quiet little battle, right? Fought between the warmth of your bed and, well, the potential of your entire day. So, in this explainer, we're going to unpack that one single moment. Because believe me, how you answer that question, it can change absolutely everything.
Sounds simple enough, right? But this is the fundamental choice that sets the stage for your entire day. It's what decides if you're just reacting to whatever life throws at you, or if you're the one actually building it. So, let's take a look at what these two choices really, truly mean.
Okay, so the second that alarm goes off, two totally different days just spring into existence. Two possible futures. Let's call them the disappearing day and the deliberate day. The real question is, which one are you choosing?
Now, path one, the disappearing day. Oh, it feels so good at first. You hit snooze, maybe you grab your phone and just start scrolling. But you know what? It's a total trap. By the end of that day, you've got that nagging feeling, that frustration, wondering, where did all the time go? But path two, the deliberate day, that starts with just one intentional move, getting up. That one simple action is the very first step toward the life you say you want to live.
And hey, if you feel like you're losing that morning battle more often than not, you are so not alone. A staggering 56% of us hit that snooze button at least once. It feels harmless, right? Like you're just stealing a few more minutes of comfort, but what you're really doing is training your brain to start the day with hesitation. Oof. So, why? Why is it so ridiculously hard to just get up?
Well, here's the good news. The answer isn't that you're lazy or that you don't have enough willpower. Nope. The truth is, there's a whole science behind feeling stuck, and it's all rooted in how our brains are wired.
I mean, have you ever felt just paralyzed by inaction? Like you know exactly what you should be doing, but you just can't make yourself move. Well, if you have, welcome to the club. You're in the vast majority. Around 80% of people procrastinate. It's a basic part of the human experience. It's not some personal flaw you have. But that doesn't make it any less frustrating when you're the one stuck in that loop.
And one of the biggest culprits is probably sitting on your nightstand right now. That morning scroll, that zombie scroll we all do, it isn't a gentle way to wake up. It is an immediate, full-on dose of cognitive overload. It just floods your brain with information, and that triggers everything from mental fatigue to making it impossible to concentrate. You're literally draining your battery for the day before you've even put your feet on the floor.
And this leads us to a really crucial insight, a real game changer. Procrastination, it isn't a character flaw. It's a defense mechanism. Think about it. We put things off not because we're lazy, but because we're trying to avoid all those yucky feelings that tasks can bring up. Fear of failure, anxiety, the stress of a big challenge. It's a really simple trade-off when you think about it. We're choosing short-term comfort over long-term progress.
Okay, but here's where things start to shift. Once you get the science behind why you feel stuck, you can unlock this incredibly simple but powerful truth. And I'm telling you, this one idea, it can reframe your entire approach to life.
Okay, now this might sound a little harsh at first, but stick with me because it is honestly the most empowering thing you can ever realize. So many of us are subconsciously just waiting. We're waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, for a mentor to show up, for someone to give us permission to start. But the honest-to-God truth is, the person you've been waiting for is you.
And this idea is actually rooted in a core psychological concept called your locus of control. Basically, if you have an external locus of control, you believe life is something that just happens to you. It's all about luck or fate or what other people do. But if you have an internal locus of control, you believe that you are the one in the driver's seat. You control the outcomes. You are the architect. I mean, which one of those sounds more powerful to you?
And that right there is the switch. That's the click. The second you stop waiting for someone else to come rescue you is the second you start moving forward on your own. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, okay, what am I going to do about it? And that is freedom.
So that's the mindset, right? That's the big idea. But how do you actually use it in that crucial moment? When you're still in bed and your brain is just screaming, no, 5 more minutes. Well, luckily, there's a super simple, scientifically backed tool for that exact moment. It's called the 5-second rule, and it was made famous by Mel Robbins. Here's how it works. The next time you have an impulse to do something, get out of bed, make that call, whatever, you have about a 5-second window before your brain slams on the brakes with doubt and fear and a million excuses. The trick is to hijack that process. You just count backwards.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you hit 1, you physically move. You don't think, you just move. The countdown distracts your brain, and the physical movement puts you in charge, not your feelings.
And this gets to the absolute core of the idea. We think we need to feel motivated to act. We wait to feel confident before we start. But that's the trap. It's completely backwards. It's the action that creates the motivation. The action builds the confidence. You have to start when you're tired. You have to start when you're scared. You have to start when you don't feel ready at all. You just begin.
All right, so let's tie all of this together. If you're really going to be the architect of your own life, you got to start operating by a different set of rules. And that means getting real with yourself and accepting some pretty brutal but ultimately incredibly liberating truths.
First up, brutal truth number 1. Motivation is for amateurs. I mean, let's be real. You probably don't feel motivated to brush your teeth every day. You just do it. It's a non-negotiable. You need to treat your most important goals the exact same way. See, pros, the people who really succeed, they don't wait to feel like it. They rely on discipline. They show up and do the work, especially on the days they don't feel like it.
Okay, brutal truth number 2. This is a big one. Perfectionism is just fear wearing a fancy suit. We love to say, oh, I'm just a perfectionist, because it sounds so noble, right? But most of the time, what it really means is I'm terrified to fail, or I'm scared of what people will think. Just remember this, a perfect project that never sees the light of day has zero impact. Done is always, always better than perfect. And brutal truth number 3, stop confusing activity with progress. Oh man, being busy feels so productive, doesn't it? You can fill your whole day with checking emails, going to meetings, planning to plan, but being effective? That's a whole different ballgame. That means focusing only on the few things that actually move the needle on your goals. So from now on, don't measure your day by how busy you were. Measure it by the meaningful progress you actually made. And that brings us right back to where we started. Realizing that nobody is coming to save you isn't a sad thing. It's the most powerful realization you can have. Because think about the flip side. If nobody can save you, it also means that nobody can stop you. Your life is in your hands. It's yours to build, one small choice at a time.
So please, stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's a myth. It's not coming. The perfect moment is right now. The only question left is, what is your first step? Wake up.